Hello and welcome back to my channel at I Say This With Love 33. If it's your first time here, thank you for visiting. I hope that you like this. I hope that something that I say resonates with you. If you like it, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. And if you have something to say or a question, leave a comment in the comment section. Today, I want to talk about meditation, a tool that is free, a tool that is huge in the way that it affects one, and a tool that you can do anywhere at any time. I meditate many different ways. There's not one way to meditate. Some will say that you have to sit in a dark, quiet room on the floor and be uncomfortable and hurt and be there for multiple minutes, maybe even hours. I find that that doesn't resonate with me. That doesn't feel good on my body. And I am able to use other forms of meditation to quiet my mind and open my heart. And that is the goal of meditation, is to come back into your heart and into your highest self, to feel that inner knowing and that inner power that we all have within us that we don't really remember that we have within us. We might not feel that. We might not know that. I have never meditated in my life up until 3 years ago when I started my journey of yoga and starting a journey of healing. Meditation has been a significant piece of my peace, my joy, my inner knowing. I have learned to really go inward and feel it and feel the effects of it. Meditation, when you are able to go in and quiet your thoughts in your mind, and you're still with yourself and you're in your heart, and the chatter in your mind is quiet for a while, meditation literally does stuff inside our body that we are not aware of. It activates the pituitary gland. It activates the pineal gland. It distributes hormones. It's absolutely a beautiful place to be. Meditation for many is scary. A lot of people can't even sit with themselves quietly to get into a space of meditation. So I'm not going to say that it's easy. And it took me a while to learn how to allow myself to meditate. And I'll share this story with you guys before we actually do a little meditation. I would like to do a little meditation at the end of the video. I have it set up. I have my little yoga meditation pillow here that I like to sit on because it feels good on my bottom. So this is what we're going to do. But first, I would like to share a story with you about when I started my yoga journey and my meditation experience. It was short little snippets of meditation throughout my yoga classes. Some teachers would do it, some teachers wouldn't. So I learned through breath work and how to sit quietly and breathe and try to let the thoughts escape out of your mind. It took me a long time to get to that space because I'm like, wait, what did the teacher just say? What am I supposed to be doing? Oh my God, I don't know. Can I sit here? Am I supposed to close my eyes? Am I supposed to have one eye open to be watching what they are doing? Like, I don't know. My brain was like, so it took me a while to get there, but I didn't give up. I kept persevering. And after my yoga class, sometimes I would go home and try to practice, and I would lay my yoga mat down on the floor and I would just lay in Shavasana, which is also known as dead man's pose, which you're just laying on the ground with your feet wide open and your arms laying down, resting, and your eyes closed. So it looks like you got like shot and you're laying on the ground. But I would go home and practice. And for me, when I have music, I feel it deeply. It takes me into a space of quietness. It quiets my mind. So for me, I use music to meditate. I would go home, put my yoga mat down, lay on there, and turn on a beautiful song that was able to quiet my mind and open my heart and allow me to start to feel the feelings of meditation. It's different for everybody. Some people feel things, some people don't. As I got deeper and deeper into my practice of meditation, definitely started to feel things. At first, it was all about the process and what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be listening to? Am I doing it right? Am I doing it long enough? Is it too short? Did I accidentally open my eyes? Well, why did that thought just pop up in my mind? Okay, what am I going to make for dinner? Oh, I was supposed to feed the cat. So like all these thoughts would go through my mind. And each time as I continued to practice my meditation and maybe go a little bit longer, I would start to feel like my mind chatter quieting and my heart expanding. Like I could literally feel like the expansion of my heart chakra opening and like receiving all the beautiful goodness from my higher self. So I can tell you, it definitely works. From my experiences, my knowledge, my wisdom, meditation is the way to reach your highest self. It's a way that can help you with anxiety, stress, trauma, ego, like bitterness, jealousy, anger, hatred, like all the dark feelings that we all feel at some points of our lives. Some of us a lot, some of us every day, some of us just sometimes. Those are all normal feelings and normal emotions. But with meditation and learning how to sit quietly in stillness and breathe and allow your thoughts to maybe start to slow down and just keep flowing out of the way. Yeah, they're going to keep coming in, but our job is to just be like, okay, I hear it, I see it, but you're just going to be released. Take care of that later. Because allowing yourself the time to meditate can refurbish your whole self. It invigorates, it revitalizes, it expands. It gives you insight to what you are feeling. And if you allow yourself to feel that, it can work miracles for you. For me, on my journey of healing and going through a very dark space in my life, I was able to heal through my meditations, through yoga, through breath works. I never personally went to a doctor or a therapist. I would listen to people and use like coaches online to help get me through the times that I was and to open up like what it is that I'm learning and how I can attribute certain things to myself. And by these things, I mean like my natal birth chart, numerology, human design, astrology, because we as humans on this earth are all connected and we are all universally one. And us, our thoughts, our emotions, our energies are connected to the universe, the stars, the sun, the moon, the sky. And every day as things are moving around and going retrograde and coming back and doing all the things that it does up in space, we feel that. And I can prove that because before I got into this point in my life and really opened my heart and my eyes to these things that I just talked about, I was a preschool teacher. And every single time there was a full moon, which happens every month, but every single full moon, me and the other teachers would be like, oh my God, like, why are the kids getting so crazy all of a sudden? And this would start about a week before the full moon and then last about a week after. And when it was the full moon, it was peaked. The kids' energy level, the emotions, the anger, like all the emotions were just like crazy. So I began to think, oh my God, like every time there's a full moon, like it's so chaotic. Like people's energy is just like off the charts. Then I talked to my nurse friend and she's like, yeah, on full moons, our emergency room is packed. Like, okay, you can't tell me that our human bodies, our conscious, ourselves are not connected to that moon up in the sky with all the energy and everything. Like, it's so beautiful, and yet it is so unknown. People don't believe that. People don't feel that there's a connection there. But I'm going to say, with my wisdom and my experiences, that's the truth. And with me on this channel, I say this with love. I say everything that I feel is the truth and is raw and is informational. So all these things that have helped me through my process, I know they can help you. And you coming to this channel and listening to this and giving it a chance and an opportunity, you are called to be here. You're at a space where you might be ready to start asking questions about things, your beliefs, your conditioning that you had your whole life from your parents, your church, your schools, society, all the things that tell us who we need to be, what we need to do, when we need to do it. But somewhere deep inside you, your soul feels like, oh, that doesn't feel good. I don't want to do that. Or like, why is that happening? That's not what anything I want. So we learn to stop listening to ourselves, our inner selves, our soul, our intuition. And when we can get into a space of meditation and allow ourselves to hear and feel, that's the golden nugget. Because that's when you come up with like, yes, I do want to do this. I am not this person that I portray to be out into the world. Like, all the beauty and the gold nuggets can come to you if you allow that time. Now, meditation can happen in many different ways in many different areas. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you don't have to sit in a dark room on the floor in pain. I specifically use music for meditation. When I get to certain songs or I hear certain notes or music and like all the components of music, I feel it in all the chakras. I can feel like my solar plexus open, my heart open. I just like go to a space of like, oh, like this just is heaven, and it is heaven. So I'm able to drop into that meditative state quicker and easier now than when I first started 3 years ago. Now I can essentially close my eyes and come into a space where I'm going to go in pretty quickly. And it took a while to get there. I can meditate when I am taking a walk out in nature, and I just look at all the beautiful elements of nature, the trees, the sky, the clouds, the stars, like the sunshine, the plants, the birds. Like, hearing nature and seeing nature and being in nature takes me inward. I can do it sometimes when I'm driving very carefully. When I used to commute back and forth to work, and I don't do that anymore, I would go into a state of meditation with my music on, because where I live, it was so trafficy and road ragey, and I didn't want to be like all like angry and like tight and tense, and my heart is contracted, and I hate my job, and I hate the freeway, and I hate everybody here, and everybody's stupid, which I did that for many years. But then I got to the point of like, what does that serve me? Nothing. It just expends horrific energy. I feel terrible. I'm gonna listen to music and go into a space like where I have a bubble around me. And it's just a time to accept what it is and be grateful that I'm in my car driving to my job, and I'm able to focus on beautiful things and gratitude. And I did that for a couple of years throughout my healing journey, and that really made my commutes much better. Yes, I was aware of everything going on around me, and my eyes weren't closed and I wasn't shut down, but it was like an open eye meditation, and I just felt beauty inside my soul and peace and joy. So you can meditate with music. You can meditate in silence. You can stand up. Yoga is a form of meditation. It's a moving meditation. It's a beautiful way to meditate. as you're focused on your breath and the asanas with the movements of your bodies and the postures. But in yoga, the main point is not the postures, it is the breath work. And through meditation, we breathe and focus on our breath. So I offer to you, if you're still here, like try it out, try a form of meditation. Maybe just go outside and go for a walk and try to just find things that you're grateful for, that positive things to focus on. And if you're having a hard time, that's okay. That's normal. And that's the way it is at that point. And bring awareness to those thoughts and maybe say, okay, well, let me try it again and try it. Or maybe like, okay, I'll try again tomorrow. But don't give up on yourself because things take time. It takes practice. Just because you're sitting there and being quiet doesn't mean you're still not feeling like, oh, I got to do this, and I said I do this, and I got to do that, and I got to cook this, and I got to drive here, and I got to do that, and blah, 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 blah. Especially with the holidays being here, oh my gosh, like this is the more than ever do we need to meditate. Okay, my feet are getting stiff as I'm sitting on the ground. So anyway, we're going to go into a meditation. I'm just going to sit on my meditation pillow, and we'll do about maybe 5 minutes. Allow yourself quiet. Allow yourself to perhaps join me. Find a quiet, comfortable seated position. You don't have to have a meditation pillow. You can just sit on the floor. You can sit on anything you want. Feel the earth beneath you. Try to relax your shoulders. I'm going to go back to my meditation pillow and we're going to get started. My remote broke for my camera, so excuse me for doing this the old-fashioned way. So you can come to a comfortable seated position, your legs crossed, nice straight spine. Relax your shoulders. If you find that your shoulders are up like this, take a breath in and relax them. Allow the tops of your hands to rest on your knees. Maybe you want to bring your hands to your heart center, wherever is comfortable for you. If your hands are on your knees, place your palms up to receive the energy. If you'd like to connect a finger for the flow of energy, that's fine. These are called mudras, and different fingers mean different things, and I'm not going to get into that completely today. We're just going to do a basic, first time possibly, meditation. So I'd like you to shut down your eyes and listen to my voice. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Make your inhales long and your exhales slower and longer. If you find that your mind starts to run away with thoughts, focus on your breath. In yoga, we call this our Ujjayi breath. There's a slight constriction in the back of your throat and it makes an oceanic sound. It goes like this. Inhale through your nose. Hold at the top. Exhale through your nose. Holding at the bottom. This is the breath of life. When you find your mind wandering, focus on your breath. It'll quiet your mind. Continue to breathe. Your eyes are shut down. Your spine is straight. Sitting up on your sits bones. The bones up inside the bottom of your glutes. Shoulders are away from your ears and relaxed. We don't want to feel any tension during this time. Again, remember to breathe your Ujjayi breath. In through your nose, holding at the top. Exhaling through your nose, slow and long, holding at the bottom. Just be aware of your body. Be aware of what you're feeling. Be aware of the thoughts that come and go. We can never ever fully stop our thoughts. It's okay when they come in. How we can help that and strengthen that is to be aware of them and release them. Pay attention if you have any feelings arising on the bottom of your body that is sitting on the floor. Your core. Are you comfortable? Is your body trying to communicate with you that something is not comfortable? Or this feels great, let's keep going? And although your ego might say, that's enough, this is stupid, this will never work, like I'm not comfortable, allow those thoughts to pass. Allow your ego to just leave. You might not be totally comfortable. You should feel no pain. If you feel any pain, back out and make yourself comfortable. In meditation, you can also lay down. It's a little easier to fall asleep when you're laying down, so I don't invite that as a continual way to try to meditate. Continue to breathe. Focus on your breath. Maybe listening to my voice. Try to release anything that doesn't serve you right now at this time in your meditation. We release anything that burdens us, that weighs us down, stresses us out. During this time in meditation, we can just be. We can go back to life outside our meditation later. The tool I use to change my mindset when I learned how to meditate was to find 5 things I'm grateful for in this present moment. We are in the present. I would say, I'm grateful for my body to sit. I'm grateful for the breaths that I take. I'm grateful for my ears to hear the music. I'm grateful for my eyes to close. I'm grateful to be here. When you find gratitude in anything and everything, your mindset begins to shift. It changes the neurons in your brain. Continue to breathe. Perhaps hearing noises around you. That's okay. This is a space that you can offer yourself every day to center and to ground, to bring peace, to bring awareness, to bring harmony, to bring mindfulness. It's a space to love yourself. Some of us don't love ourselves. Some of us don't feel worthy. That is not the truth. It's your perception. We are all worthy. We are all powerful. We all have everything that we want inside of us. It's already all there. We just need to learn how to be silent and still and open our hearts long enough to get back to that space. Nobody on this earth was born hardened, fearful, shameful, guilty, sinning. We are all pure beings that become hardened by labels and expectations, traumas. But all those things can be healed. We can unlearn all the conditioning that has been placed upon us unconsciously throughout our whole life. Breathe, focus on your breath. Inhale and hold at the top. Exhale, long and slow, holding at the bottom. Check in with your shoulders to see that they're relaxed and away from your ears. Feel the earth holding you up beneath you. We bring this meditation to a close. You can flutter your eyes open. Become aware of what's around you, how you feel. How does your mind feel? Does it feel a little better? Does it feel a little less cluttered? How does your body feel? Feeling is the focus. Breath is the focus. This is a space where we can quiet our mind and open our hearts if we choose to do so. Everything in life is a choice. Give yourself time to come back slowly. Remember this meditative state. You can always come back to this video and do it again. Remember, there's no wrong way to meditate. Whatever works for you. We are all different. Different things touch us and resonate with us. Some people do, some people don't. But I tell you this, the way to activate the pineal gland and your pituitary gland and awaken is through meditation. I thank you for visiting my channel. I say this with love, 33. Namaste. And now I have to shut off my camera.